Good morning, fellow teachers and students. Today we will be presenting our science fair project based on Lockheed Martin's aerial-based planting system to reforest Earth. I'm Mariba Rahman here with my fellow group members Nadif Tashadur Rahman, Nazia Siddiqui and Adira Safar. We decided to make an RC plane to conduct the topic.
Our topic. The concept of our project was to reforest Earth by using the method of the aerial plantation. This can be done by dropping off biodegradable cones that contain tree saplings. These would then dig into the ground and biodegrade within a week or two. These cones will contain fertilizer and moist dirt, thus leaving the plant enough to grow on until the cone breaks down. The goal of our project is to make the plane fly and successfully make a mechanism that would drop the cone.
The reason we chose this topic as it seemed to be eco-friendly as only eco-friendly materials would be used. For example, paper, crafting foam and etc., making an exception for hot glue. The original concept of aerial plantation by Lockheed Martin included that 3,000 cones could be planted in a single minute, adding up to 900,000 trees a day, which, looking at our current situation with global warming, would reduce the effects of global warming drastically if pursued properly. Miles of wastelands could be filled with plants in days.
To build our airplane, we used deep-run foam boards, hot glue, and paper for the body and wings of the plane. For the electronics, we used a 1400 kV brushless motor, 138 ESC short of electronic speed controller, 2200 mAh 11.1 volt LiPo battery, 2 9-gram servos, 1 6-channel receiver and transmitter. The transmitter is the remote controller and the receiver which is connected to all the electronics. It receives the signals from the transmitter and it tells the electronics to carry out all the tasks that had been instructed from it. When the task is carried out, the receiver sends a signal to the transmitter that the task had been completed. These signals are transmitted at quick speed. The ESC is connected to the motor, battery, and receiver. It takes charge from the battery to power the motor and receiver. The receiver uses this charge to power the servos and other additional electronics. The servos are types of small electronic pistons which move the elevator and rudder of the plane. The elevator is at the back tail of the plane, which makes it go up or down. The rudder is on the back of the plane as well. It acts as a stabilizer and helps with smooth turns.
Results. Before we could fly it, we needed to carry out a lot of ground tests. They were successful, but it was very difficult to get the landing gears right, as it was hard to get a hold of the necessary items needed for a proper landing gear. Also, they were putting on a lot of weight, so we decided to take them off and land them in a grassy area. After a few tests on a surface covered with pillows, it was time to fly the plane. The plane flew, but it was very hard to control as it was Nader's first time ever flying one. And as it was the first ever airplane he built, it was not that good. Here is the footage. Now the dropping mechanism. We are using 1 9-gram servo and a metal rod. The idea is the rod will be between the two pieces of wood when we want to drop the cone, which is hanging from the rod and attached by a piece of string. When the servo pulls the rod, the string is detached and the cone falls.
Our project on aerial plantation to reforest Earth has been designed mainly to be used in deserted areas. This is done so to prevent the endangerment of animals or destruction of their habitat. Given the expected results, it would completely change the effects of climate change on the Earth.